Hi, everyone. Today, I would like to talk to you about two very different energies that, if you pay attention to, they can help you with manifestation and show you important guidelines on what you want to focus on. And these are the energies of resistance and contraction. And most importantly, knowing the difference between the two. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Barchi, and I'm here to share insights from my spiritual journey and psychology to help you become the creator of your life. So, if you want to work with me, the link is in the description box down below. But let's dive in. So, let's begin with contraction. First of all, contraction shouldn't be replaced with resistance. Contraction is when you shrink and lose power or excitement, or even when you feel belittled. Certain people and circumstances in life will do that to you. When that happens, if you closely pay attention and tune into yourself, you will see that you're losing energy. And that is very important, crucial to notice. If something isn't expanding your energy, either this moment and especially for a prolonged period of time, what you want to do is ask yourself, do I want this energy to have it around? And that isn't to say that if you're tired after working, exercising, and things like that, that's not it. That's common. But when the life force energy gets sucked out of you, that's a very different story. So pay attention to what are some of the situations that happens, whether it's relationships, work, anything really. My advice is to have daily check-ins, connect with yourself and see how energy flows. If needed, set boundaries, create your life so that it can support you. And let me give you one final analogy. Pick a plant or a flower. Do you have it? If you were that plant, would you be okay with needing certain nourishment? Most probably, right? Otherwise, you would die. Well, it's not that dramatic, right? But your life force energy would slowly diminish if you weren't tend to it. And at some point, you wouldn't feel any excitement for life anymore. So pay attention to your body, your energy, and take good care of it. Let's talk about resistance now. I'm sure you've heard the term which goes, what you resist persists. Imagine resistance as a rock in the river. It doesn't want to go with the flow. On the contrary, it blocks it. What would you rather experience, being in the flow or being in the position of a rock? The first thing to deal with resistance is not to give it too much power. What you resist, you push away energetically. And the more you take it seriously, the more power it has over you. Say that someone makes a remark about you that you know it's not true. But if you take it too seriously, you will give it power. And people who feel power in themselves, first of all, they don't need to take anyone else's power. And second of all, which I find is the most liberating thing on this planet, they know that they possess all the light and shadow attributes in themselves, and they don't care how you call them. They're okay with it because, firstly, they don't take life too seriously, and they're not defined by identities. And I would go as far as to say they probably also understand that how you see them might be more a reflection of you than a reflection of them. Okay, but let's look at another example. Let's say that you don't want to do or act on something. And that might be because the resistance is dressed up as fear. Let me tell you, that is actually a good thing. It shows you that there is something very important for you. Fear isn't a bad thing. It only means that it's novel to you and your brain isn't intrinsically comfortable with novelty, you know? That's just how us humans are. Based on how big the resistance is, that will determine if you will go towards it or not. And in case the resistance is currently too big for you to act on, you need to build your capacity for it first. What I want you to do in this case is take care of your nervous system continuously, because fear won't just magically disappear. You know, if you're waiting for the time when you won't be afraid, when you feel ready, and so on, you can wait forever. And not just that, you will lose momentum. You need to regulate yourself to build your capacity to go towards your dreams or whatever it is that you feel called to do. I like to do that with my clients. When we build capacity in the realm of the subconscious work, things start happening. And you can check the link to my website down below. So let me leave you with the quote of Joseph Campbell, which goes, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Often, on the other side of discomfort and fear lies the treasure. With going towards it, you prove to yourself that you can do it, that you can count on yourself, and that itself builds your self-esteem and self-trust in the long run. The bottom line is, don't take your intrusive thoughts or fear as a proof that something isn't going to work or that you should avoid it. No, go for what you desire. And sometimes what you fear the most is actually what you deeply care about. Go after your dreams. Let fears guide you where you would like to go, just for fun. Let them be your guides and trust that your heart knows the way, one step at a time. Let me know in the comments if this resonated and if you want me to elaborate on something else. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.